Hi Scorpio, how are you this week? Thank you so much for joining me on my channel Green Lion Goddess. This is your weekly reading, general reading using the Mythic Tarot cards, stories from the Greek myths. So what can we get for Scorpio this week? What can we get for you guys? What energy is around for you? Okay, I'm going to split the cards. Alrighty, Queen of Pentacles and King of Swords. Now, I've said this started saying this to virtually every sign now that I've noticed the pattern. But if you're a cross watcher and you're watching any of the other videos, every two cards that I've got out have looked visually very different. Very, very different. So the King of Swords, the greys and the barren landscape, in contrast to the Queen of Pentacles, which is the greens, the abundance, the warmth. One's cold and cool and austere. One is warm and sensual into our body. One is the King of Swords. The swords is the element of air, the element of the mind. The sword is upright. He's very much in control of his mind. He's very much weighing things up. Rational mind versus sensuality, the Queen of Pentacles, physical pleasures. The pentacle as in like material objects, material realities, possessions. It's very much two very different things. The Queen of Pentacles kind of doesn't think with her mind. She's more of an intuitive. She's more of an instinct. She'll just, I want that. I like that. I'll get it. The King of Swords is very much like, I'll weigh it up and see whether it's sensible, whether it's the right thing to do before I decide to buy that. The Queen of Pentacles is, oh, it looks so wonderful. It feels so nice. I'm going to buy it. Two very different ways of being this week, Scorpio. And so I feel like, these are the kind of polarities that we're going to be dealing with this week for you guys. The King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, it's interesting. It's a king and a queen. So it could be a partnership as well. The King of Swords is often can be a Libra, and the Queen of Pentacles can be an Aries. If you can see those signs, the scales and the little rams. So could be a partners that a Libra partner or an Aries partner could be relating to that. But also the fact, that the King and the Queen very much are equal counterparts as well. They're powerful aspects of yourself. That seems like a relationship of equals is what I'm getting. And so if this is a partner, I feel like, it's almost like your chalk and cheese. It's like your opposites attract. One's very intellectual and sensible, and one's more fun-loving. The Queen of Pentacles, let's go out and drink some wine and have a laugh and have a bit of fun. King of Swords is, takes a lot more for him to loosen up. But it's just this sense of, there's polar opposites at play in your life. So whoever this is, it's really, there's a relationship coming to the fore this week, Scorpio, of someone that is very different to you, but feels like you're equal. Okay? So there's very much a strong connection. And this will also represent aspects within yourself. So if you're identifying with the King of Swords, you're very much, you're in the element of your mind. You prefer to be very rational and intellectual. You tend to have, that's your kind of, primary way of being. No water left. I'm about to have a coughing fit. Sorry about that. It's kind of, the thing is, it's kind of like your primary sensory way of responding to the world. So either you're kind of more think with your head, or the Queen of Pentacles kind of is more of an instinctual person that just is based on her senses, what she likes. So whoever you are, the opposite side of you is going to be presented this week. So let's find out more about that. The Sun. Okay, now the one card that's come up this week is been this card, the Apollo, the Sun. And I asked earlier, I tuned in, I was like, why is Apollo the god of healing and light coming in? And the question was alignment to soul purpose. okay? And the warmth of it is really important. It's particularly after we've just had a full moon. We're now stepping into the sun, into the light. Things that are very much in the open. There's abundance. There's prosperity. There's healing. There's light. So the sun cards often like, everything's really great. Everything's good, too good to be true. Not too good to be true, but they are good. So things are good. Okay, and I feel like with this relationship, things are looking good. You might be polar opposites, but there's a nice balance to that. There's a soul purpose. I feel like, you two are together for a reason, that you're soulmates, you're soul aligned. And that's what the sun's meaning, that, you're meant to be with this person as someone that's on the same soul path. You're together because you're learning lessons, soul lessons with each other. And that's what Apollo's kind of coming in and saying. So, Three of Pentacles. So the Pentacles are representing, opportunities on a material realm. It could be money. It could be strands of income. It could be job offers, opportunities. It could be places where you're putting your investments. So the Three of Pentacles represents opportunities, and more than one being offered to you. So it could definitely mean multiple streams of income, but I feel like, it's this sense of things you're attracting. It's this sense of, you're attracting abundance to you. You're attracting this to you with how you are and who you are at the moment. So, and this is Daedalus, and I'm just really drawn to his hands. So it feels like you're just very open at the moment to new opportunities coming in. And here we have the High Priestess. So this is Persephone. This is a major arcana card. And it's basically saying your intuitive powers. And for Scorpios, this is something that your psychic intuitive powers are very strong at this moment in time. So I feel like, it's feeling like everything's aligning. That's the sense I'm getting with you guys. I just get this alignment. Things are kind of all getting into place. The same with the King of Swords and I feel like they're aligning. So whether you are in partnership with person, whoever this is, that you've got the same soul journey together, you're aligning together. The opposites are attracting. Okay? And for a soul purpose, which will create opportunities, and you will know this. You intuitively know who I'm talking about. You will be very psychic. You may know before the partner knows, okay? Because you've got that scorpionic ability. You'll be kind of perceiving it on a very intuitive level. So if you're, say, the Queen of Pentacles and you're dealing with the King of Swords, the rational mind person, they won't be knowing this is happening, but I just get this sense that you're going to be getting all this information on another level, on an intuitive level. So you're going to know a lot of things before they do, basically. And the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is Athena coming in. Now, it's interesting. She's got the sword upright, like the King of Swords. Okay, we're talking very much about very strong mental faculties, very strong thoughts. Very strong thoughts. So what I'm getting with these cards is that Athena is basically coming in and putting an end to a situation. That's what this card is. She's putting an end to a situation that has happened in the past. So this is something that has been in the way of you following your soul purpose and your soul alignment. This is something that's happened over a very, very long period of time. So this is something that is being healed and stopped. This is an ending, an ending. See how the dark clouds are passing and the new sun is rising? So something has been ended. Now it's very much connected to, sorry if it's something popping up on my screen, I need to get rid of it. So yes, what I'm really drawn to is the upright sword. So I feel like this King of Swords, whoever he is, whether this is you or the other person, they're connected to Athena, the goddess. This is Athena coming in the Ten of Swords, the goddess of truth and wisdom. Now, these little nasties with the snake-like hair, they're the Furies, and they represent strong thoughts. See how they're upright? Very strong thoughts and negative patterns, negative belief patterns that can be something that's been taught over a generation, but it's been happening over a long time. They're kind of those thoughts in your head that have kind of stopped you from doing things, stopped you from aligning to your path. And so right now they're all being put to rest with Athena coming in. And it's very much the rational thought, the rational mind is needed for this. So if you're the King of Swords, you've got what it needs. You've got the sword of truth already. Now, if you're the Queen of Pentacles and identifying with her, whoever this King of Swords is to you, they've got what you need. They've got that intellect is what you need to put this to rest. Okay, these Furies, these past negative patterns, thought patterns, because we're talking about thoughts. And I'm really drawn to the fact that they're upright. They've been strong negative thought patterns. So this King of Swords energy is really going to come in and help you with that. And he's in alignment with Athena, the goddess of truth. So I think, it's being called upon to use your rational mind and kind of go, look at those thought patterns rationally. Are they actually true? Because that's what Athena is questioning. Where's she gone? That's what Aquina is questioning. Are they true? Simple. Are they true? And actually be in rational mind, not in other mind. Look at it, because whenever you really do look at those thoughts, they're not true. They are obviously not true, but yet you believe them anyway. But if you actually look at it rationally, of course they're not true. So, and here we have Aphrodite turning up, the goddess of love. So, and we have Athena again standing very close behind her with the sword of truth, the rational mind again. And so it's this question of there's a choice to be made here. There's very much a choice to be made. And I feel like this youth here with the apple holding the fruit reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles. So we're kind of moving into a different interpretation of this now. So I feel like, and Athena is the King of Swords. So there's a choice to be made. Very much a choice to be made. But there's also a wild card. This figure here. She's the wild card. So see how Athena is looking straight at this guy that represents sensuality, taking a bite of the apple, temptation, physical desires. So it could be, having a flirtation with somebody and you're kind of thinking, oh yeah, might have a, will I or won't I? Athena's staring right at them, just almost giving a cold stare. Like I can see this one can't see her. He's looking away, not noticing. But Athena is like, I see the truth. I can see what's happening. So it might be that if this is a case of, and this is what I'm getting now, this partnership that you have of equals, soul partnership, it might be that you're almost at the point where you're going to evolve to a new level, to a new soul purpose, and it's always at that point where you get tested, where you kind of get tempted, because it's a commitment into something a little bit further. It's a commitment, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership. It's just moving into your soul purpose. So it's almost like you get tempted to kind of go sideways and to do something different, to kind of be tempted, like, am I ready for that commitment? Is this a big thing? Am I ready? And so the other person might actually know about this, the fact that Athena is staring right at this person and they're not aware. She's giving a cold stare. She's like, I know the truth. And so I feel like the wild card is this. This is because it's the purple cloak. This is your soul purpose. Purple always to me represents soul purpose. She's got the world in her hand. It's where this sun card is going to take you, your soul purpose. You're aligning, whether this is aspects of yourself aligning or two partners aligning, a soulmate or soul partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. At the last minute, it's almost like, it's like people that get cold feet before they get married kind of thing. And they just kind of, almost want to run away. It's like some sort of temptation will come up to kind of pull you off course, a little test. And really I feel like, there's a standoff between these two, between the rational mind and temptation. And really, they're on one side of you. See how they're both on this side? They're very much on that side, but that feels like the past. It almost feels like it's not even a relevant choice because the soul purpose, is on the other side. And I feel like it's stronger. So it's almost like this is a distraction. You might think this is a big drama in your life, but the reality is that you're heading for this soul purpose. I hope this is making sense to you. So even though it feels like Aphrodite, this is Aphrodite, the goddess of love, with her cup, wondering who's she going to give her cup to, who's she going to offer her love to, who's she going to commit to. I almost feel like the drama of this feels like some sort of drama, petty kind of standoff. It feels like some sort of standoff or argument or something happening. It almost feels like it's just on a whole other level. Like I said, a whole other side. And it's almost like you think that that's the whole point. You think that that's the choice when really there is no choice. This is the choice. And so, or you could see it as choose between this soul purpose or this conflict, not wanting to see the truth, kind of going sideways at the last minute. So it's a little bit of a test, Scorpio. At the last minute, I think that your commitment to your soul purpose will be tested. And there's too many cards. I was going to pull one final card for you from your soul, little final parting message from up above. What can we get for Scorpio this week? What can we get about this reading? This one little final message for Scorpio. Okay. What is it going to be? Knight of Wands. Okay, interesting. Fire energy, this is very much an Aries energy, and it's interesting we're in Aries season at the moment. The Knight is wanting to go very fast, to conquer things very fast. He's got his vision, he's got his fire, his desire, his passions. His horse isn't touching the ground, he's flying. He's inspired, he's got his vision, he's just going. Doesn't necessarily know where he's going to, but he's just going. So this is the thing with the Knight of Wands. What message are we getting? What I'm really drawn to is his helmet, or whatever you call this garb. The fact that he's protecting his face, saving face. He's looking at us. He can see us, but we can't see him. There's an unknown element here. There's something that is not being revealed to you about this as yet. But it's like saying, have faith in the journey. Move forward with the journey, with this alignment. But not everything's being revealed to you as yet. So, but I think it will all make sense. These things are kind of kept from us on a soul level for a reason, and usually over time that makes sense as to why that was. So it's just saying all the cards are on the table. Not all the information has been revealed just yet about this soul journey and why you're going on it and the alignment of it. So I hope that makes sense for you guys, Scorpio. If you would like to hear more, please subscribe or like or leave a comment. I'll be uploading these at the same time each week. And have a great week. Bye.